The Bank, the Banker and the Banked. Proudly brought to you by Africa Guarantee Fund.
Hello and welcome to this week's edition of The Bank, The Banker and the Banked, the show that brings you an up-close view of the players that are moving the wheels of business finance in Kenya. My name is Stephen Kimani. On this week's show, we throw the spotlight at the African Guarantee Fund, a fund that has been working behind the scenes to facilitate access to credit for small and medium-sized enterprises across the continent. But first, let's take a brief look at AGF's mission and its impact so far. The African Guarantee Fund works with 161 partner financial institutions across 40 countries. As at December 31st, 2019, AGF had contributed to the extension of $780 million in loans, which is nearly 85 billion shillings, to at least 3,400 SMEs in the energy, infrastructure and manufacturing sectors. $188 million, that's slightly over 20 billion shillings, has been extended in loans to at least 2,100 SMEs in the agriculture sector. $2.2 billion, make that 116 billion shillings in private capital, has been made available as at the close of 2019. It is estimated that 20,800 SMEs that had been guaranteed generated $4 billion or 432 billion shillings in revenue. About half of the SMEs that have benefited from AGF's credit guarantees are located in rural areas. 129,130 new jobs have been created, with 12,300 youth-owned SMEs now having access to credit. On the gender inclusion front, $522 million, that's equivalent to nearly 57 billion shillings, has been extended in loans to at least 6,000 women-led SMEs. AGF has also spent $3.8 million, that's equivalent to 413 million shillings, in capacity development initiatives, with 328 women-led SMEs having been trained under AGF's capacity development assistance. With that brief overview, let's move straight into my conversation with Frank Ajagba, the Group Director of Business Development at the African Guarantee Fund. Thanks a lot, Frank, for this interview opportunity.
Thank you for having me.
Let's begin with a brief background on the African Guarantee Fund and its vision and its mission.
Thank you, Stephen. So African Guarantee Fund is a Pan-African AA- rated guarantee scheme, which focus is to promote access to finance for Africa's small and medium-sized enterprises. We was established in 2011 and began our operations in 2012. And our vision is to be the leading non-bank financial institutions which meets as financing providers' needs, effectively serving SMEs while maintaining our uncompromised principle as we grow. This is important because we need to be sustainable. Our mission consists in addressing the mismatch between supply and demand for SME financing in Africa. And to accomplish this mission, we provide partial guarantees to financial institutions across Africa and capacity development to help them develop their ability to appraise and manage SME portfolio. I would like to add that AGF have partnered with over 140 financial institutions and unlocked $2 billion in financing for SMEs, and that, as a consequence, have created over 140,000 additional jobs. Over to you.
What about AGF's footprint in Africa? Where is AGF present in the continent?
Great. I would like to say that our mandate is to cover the 54 countries of Africa. So currently we are headquartered in Mauritius. Our main offices is in Kenya, and we have an affiliate in Togo where we acquired a fund in 2015. So currently, 40 countries, we have AGF project are already implementing in 40 countries across Africa.
Very well. How big is the fund that AGF runs currently?
So currently we have a capital of 180 million USD, which enable us to issue 1 billion guarantee to our PFI. And also, as our guarantee coverage is 50%, this made 2 billion SME financing available through our guarantee. And we were able to touch 20,000 SME with these 2 billion SME making financing making available. So to summarize, our capital is 180 million USD. We leverage 4 times this capital. Okay, we can go more, but we are very careful. So our leverage is at 4.
Who are the key partners that work with AGF to deliver on its mandate?
We currently, as I was saying, we have more than 40 partners in Kenya. If you want me to give some names, I can give some. We have people like CBA, Bank of Africa, Paramount, Sidian Bank, and Musoni Credit. After when we go on the Africa, we have most of the big banks like EcoBank, which is Pan-African, and some regional banks like Atijari Group and BGFE Group in Central Africa. And I can also say that we are in the process to partner with all the tier 1 banks in Kenya.
Let's now get right into AGF's business model, and it's really around providing credit guarantees. For someone who's watching this interview and is probably hearing this for the first time, how does a credit guarantee scheme work, and how does AGF deliver credit guarantee?
AGF operations are very easy, or AGF products are very easy to use. Before digging deep, I would like to say that the way we operate, AGF don't go directly to the SMEs. We operate through the banks and the non-bank financial institutions. Why are we operating like that? Because the bank's network is very large, and they are the one in touch with the SMEs. So by providing our guarantee through the network of the bank, this gave us opportunity to target many SMEs at one time. So to partner with the financial institution have just to send us a letter of request. Everything starts from the letter of request of the financial institutions. And when we receive the letter of request, we go through the due diligence of this financial institution, and give a blanket check, I will call it, when we are talking about a loan portfolio guarantee, for example, it is a blanket check that AGF give to a financial institutions, and the financial institution will use this line of guarantee and put under our coverage on our behalf uh, the transaction which needs to be guaranteed. Um, After that, we have some reporting, easy reporting and simple reporting template that the bank will use to report what he is doing with our guarantee, and together we manage the portfolio. We also provide to our banks, our partner financial institution, with our capacity development facility, assistance to help them to reinforce the risk process so that um, there will be they will be able to improve the way they analyze the SMEs needs, and also reduce the risk that they are taking on our behalf. So in summary, to partner with AGF, a bank have to send a letter of request. When we receive the letter of request, we went through a due diligence process, come to an agreement, and when we implement the agreement, after we monitor the portfolio together with the reporting.
Are there specific sectors or industries that AGF targets as it provides credit guarantees? And I'm also curious to find out whether startup businesses are eligible for credit guaranteeing.
We expose 10% of the fund on startup business. So what I want to say is that if a bank or a partner financial institutions has an appetite to provide loan to a startup, the bank can put under our coverage this startup. Now, to respond widely to your question, AGF addressed all the sectors, but we have some priorities sectors that are renewable energy, agriculture, and infrastructure. Why these three priority sectors? Because these sectors are the one that create more job that are job intensive. So we give priority to this sector. And we also have two windows. The first one is green, because we are giving comforts and incentives to banks and financial institutions to support all the green initiative, and we are sharing the risk with them and giving them technical assistance. The green field, the sector is still new, and AGF is helping the banks to bridge the knowledge gap in the field, so that they'll feel more comfortable to provide loan to the green sector. The second windows that we are really involved in through the initiative called AFAWA, Affirmative Financial Action for Women Financing. It's how we can help women to access or to better access to finance, because maybe I should talk about the five key challenges, the five key gaps that SMEs are facing to access to finance. These gaps are information gap, resource gap, skills gap, collateral gaps, and perception. When you take these five gaps, you will realize that for women, it is even more difficult. This gap are a real challenge, more for women than for business as usual. That's also the reason why we decided through the window of women to give our supports to banks so that they can on-lend easily to women. So for the special windows, the kind of incentives that we provide are as follow. For the coverage, instead of 50% for business as usual, for green and women, it will be 75%. And in the pricing also, we have a favorable, what can I say? We have a discount on the pricing that we give to women and green projects. That's what I can say about the sectors we are in. So we address all the sectors, but we have priority sectors and we have windows in which we are putting incentives.
What are some of the success stories that you can relate around AGF's work on the continent?
That question is a very interesting one. We have success stories in the 4 or 5 regions of Africa. This success story, I can talk about one in particular. It is how we support B-Box, for example, to get into Africa, especially Rwanda, Kenya, and Togo, to provide electricity to a quite number of households which were not able to access to electricity. So if I want to take one, I will say that our key success is how we use the to bridge the energy gaps, okay, in household in Africa.
Let's now take a short break. After the break, I'll be engaging Frank further on how the African Guarantee Fund is supporting the recovery of businesses that have been hard hit by the COVID-19 pandemic. The bank, the banker, and the banked will be back shortly.